12 noon on this Sunday afternoon, August 23rd, 2020. It's time now for the Preparer Channel Noon on the Board on this Sunday afternoon, August 23rd, 2020. It is 12 noon on this Sunday afternoon, and the mountain temperature is 29 degrees. Top stories on the Preparer Channel Noon on the Board on this Sunday afternoon is in secretly recorded audio. President Trump's sister says he has no principles and you can't trust him. Joe Biden ABC's David Muir on Trump's sex and mental fitness as pressure mounts on Trump to match Biden's convention appearance. California wildfires, more storm spirit as huge blazes burn on. Coronavirus updates. Trump accuses deep state and FDA of slowing vaccine testing and park access linked to higher deaths for non-whites. The Gulf Coast will likely get walled by 2 hurricanes this week as Marco and Laura intensify. White House accused of hiding military role in recruiting Postmaster General DeJoy. Coca-Cola or bottle poison in Mexico finds a COVID-19 villain in big soda. At Oklahoma State University, students set a track to stop the coronavirus. Federal police clear plaza as protests turn violent. New condition on Alaska, mine could delay vast project that Donald Trump Jr. opposes. Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny comatose in Berlin with suspected poisoning was under covert surveillance, Russian media reported. NATO denies troop buildup at Belarus border as Lukashenko opposition protests enter third week. Jared Kushner and Mike Pompeo head to the Middle East for more Israeli peace talks. A new exodus from Lebanon after deadly Beirut battles. At least 13 people died in a stampede at a nightclub in Lima, Peru, while attempting to flee police during the raid Saturday night, according to Peruvian National Police. Gang crash on Interstate 95 in Attleboro, traffic tied up at the Rhode Island border. A 39-year-old woman and a 66-year-old woman were killed after a wrong-way driver struck their Hyundai Santa Fe on Route 27 in Brockton early Sunday morning, according to Plymouth County District Attorney Timothy Cruz. Eastern Nazarene welcomes students back to the dorms as with safety protocols in place. ENC is welcomed back about 260 students on campus. Peter Children's time is 12:02. Double line, John. Let's skip that. Asteroid flying past Earth just before Election Day, NASA says. Researchers propose a supernova triggered the late Devon mass extinction. More COVID guests is linked to main weather reception, 253 cases so far. CDC changes the big coronavirus rule for schools. CDC says flu shot is critical this season. Peter Children's time is 12:03. Sports time. Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles at 1:30 p.m. at Camden Yards. Boston Celtics looking to sweep the Philadelphia 76ers today at 1 p.m. in Orlando. And Boston Bruins open up the semifinals on the Eastern Conference Finals against the Tampa Bay Lightning and Toronto in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Game time is 8 o'clock. And PSG taking on unbeaten Bayern Munich in Champions League final. Peter Children's time, 12:04. Taking a look at the traffic and transit check on this Sunday afternoon. Beep, on the MBTA Fitchburg line, train 24, 3:10:55 a.m. from Porter is operating 10-15 minutes back between South Acton and Wachusett. And the ferries are looking good. Okay, take a look at the highways and byways in New England. Route 146 on the northbound side, Little Soda, North Smith River Island, and 130 on the eastbound side, Little Soda, Jamestown Stretch. Route 6 on the westbound side, Little Soda between Woodstown and Dennis. On both ends of Route 6 and Route 6 on the westbound side, little bit so between Sandwich down to Sagamore, 20 on the northbound side, Little Soda, Board Rotary. 3 on both ends is back between Route 18 and Weymouth down to 53 in Hanover. And Southern Expressway, northbound side, Little so between the gas tanks and Dorchester way down to downtown Boston. Southern Expressway, southbound so between Boston down to the Mass Ave exit. 120 on the northbound side, little bit so between Loop 93 out of the Redden stretch. 495 on the southbound side, so between Hudson and Marburg. Tonight, eastbound side, Little so the Marburg stretch. Central Mass sideways out looking good, and Western Mass sideways out looking good. And 95 on the southbound side, Little so and 395 in the New London area. 95 northbound side, Little so Norwalk stretch, and 91 northbound side, Little so and 691 in the Meriden, Connecticut area. And up in North New England, 95 both ends of background in Hampton Tolls, and 95 on the southbound side, Little so and York, Maine, around the Maine Turnpike, and Maine Turnpike on both ends left to 202 in Gray, Maine. And 93 in the southbound side, little bit slow on Concord, Hampshire, and 89 southbound side, little slow after 189 in the Burlington, Vermont area. And 89 northbound side, little slow on Highgate, Maine. Highgate, Vermont. Kilo children's time is 12:06. Time now for weather report. The latest on Tropical Storm Laura as of 11 a.m. 55 about winds and minimum set temperature 1,004 millibars, located at 19.2 to the north, 73.2 to the west. Movement west northwest at 21 miles an hour. And 11 a.m. advisory tropical storm conditions expected across ports of the Dominican Republic and Haiti, the Turks and Caicos, and the southeastern Bahamas and Cuba for Monday. And heavy rainfall is likely across us. Areas that could cause slides and light rain and flash flooding. And urban flooding and tropical storm conditions are possible over central Bahamas and Andros Islands tonight and Monday, and then the Florida Keys on Monday. While the details of the long range track and intensity forecast remain uncertain, and low-S forecasts are streamed over the Gulf of Mexico, and there will be an increase in risk of storm surge and rainfall and wind impacts along portions of the U.S. Gulf Coast in the middle of the week, and this could result in a prolonged period of hazardous weather for areas that are likely to be affected by Marco early in the weekend. Interest along the Gulf Coast should monitor the progress of Laura and Marco and update to the forecaster during the next few days. And now, Marco, 10 a.m. advisory, it's 24.7 to the north, 87.3 to the west, and max the same wind 70 miles an hour, and movement northwest at 14 miles an hour. And hurricane conditions left Brennan and storm surge and heavy rainfall expected from Marco along portions of the Gulf Coast beginning on Monday. And hurricane and storm surge warnings have been issued, and interest in these areas should be following any advice given by local government officials. Okay, close to the home. Warm and humid conditions continue this afternoon and early next weekend. Scattered strong thunderstorms are expected this afternoon and evening, and a few Monday afternoon and evening, but we'll have better chances of more widespread thunderstorm activity on Tuesday. This cold front slides through. Strong to severe storms are possible on Tuesday. Cold or dry and fall-like feel expected on Wednesday, and unsettled weather. Rain turns late in the week into the weekend with temperatures and humidity trending upward. And scattered strong to severe thunderstorms may after 3 p.m. today near north of Mass Pike. Again, morning fog and low clouds in southeastern Massachusetts dissipated, leaving full sunshine across the region. Temperatures will be climbing into the upper 80s to low 90s this afternoon, except for the immediate coastlines where sea breezes will keep temperatures a little bit cooler. Aloft, southern New England is situated between a band of stronger flow in northern New England and a jet stream of faster flow across mid-Atlantic states with relatively weak flow over the impressive convection will be in stability from moisture in the low levels, with dew points to the mid-60s to low 70s, and steep low-level lapse rates with full sunshine to start today. Inverted V-type standards and downdraft Cape valves near 1,000 JKG will mean that any thunderstorms have the potential to produce damaging winds and meso-scale models and initiate convection around 1819 Z off between 2 to 3 p.m. this afternoon. HRR trends are not as creepy as past ones. It looks like spoof. The strongest activity will be in Massachusetts, but cannot rule out some storms in Connecticut or Rhode Island. And the sheer albeit weak is better in northeast Massachusetts, so would not be surprised to see the strongest storms. There's toward the evening, and the Storm Protection Center has maintained its module risk to severe storms outlook for much of Massachusetts. And keeping an eye on the mid-level University Center located in the central Pennsylvania of water vapor imagery, the spread up convection in southern New Jersey affects the sport back to be likely to remain to our south. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. This afternoon will be mostly south, got high at 89 degrees, and southwest about 8 miles an hour for tonight. Scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly before 8 p.m. Some storms could produce gusty winds and heavy rain. Petrograd after 2 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. Low about 65 degrees, up to about 6 miles an hour. Chance of 30%. New rain amounts less than 10 minutes falls, except high amounts falls with thunderstorms for Monday. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. Petrograd before 8 a.m. was partly sunny, have at 88 degrees and southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chance of 20% for Monday night. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9 p.m. Mostly cloudy, about 69 degrees, south about 6 miles an hour. Coming at evening, chance of 20% for Tuesday. Chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Mostly sunny, about 89 degrees and black west wind increasing at 6 to 11 miles an hour in the morning. Winds get good size, 22 miles an hour. Chance of 30% Tuesday night. Mostly good sky about 60 degrees and northwest about 6 to 8 miles an hour for Wednesday. Sun sky about 77, low 56 degrees, northwest about 9 miles an hour for Thursday. Mostly sun sky about 80, low 62 degrees, west about 3 to 8 miles an hour for light and river wind. Chance is 40% for Friday. Chance showers, but the sun sky about 81, low 65 degrees, light and river wind. Chance nation is 50%, and for Sunday, a chance showers, but the sun sky about 84 degrees, and west about 6 to 8 miles an hour, gust high, 23 miles an hour, chance is 40%. Currently at Naughton, it's 85 and fair skies. And that's me for the Peter Channel. Noon to the world on this August 23rd, 2020 on a Sunday afternoon. I'm Peter Williamson. You have a good afternoon with a good 5 days. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. See you at 5 o'clock for a 5 o'clock report. You have a good afternoon.